We're trying something really different. We're trying something very different here in that our classroom teachers and all of our teachers take responsibility for the learning of language. It's not a specialist subject, it's done within the classroom, it's led by the individual classroom teachers, and it's based on functional classroom language. So things like, are you listening? Come and sit down, let's get started. It's language that the children can use every single day, not just within their language lesson. And we have a language assistant who is a native Italian speaker, and she works with the teachers, helping them with their pronunciation, helping them practice the language before they work with it in the classroom. We also support our teachers each staff meeting. Part of the staff meeting is dedicated to language learning for the teachers. So it's not just children learning language here, everybody's learning language. It's expected when they go to the toilet, they ask their teacher in Italian, and when they ask somebody to go with them, they ask that person in Italian too. So there's different expectations that have been set in. Our teachers are modelling the learning, and we're providing as many different opportunities as we can for connecting the learning of Italian with learning in other areas too. I think the biggest surprise for me is the engagement. Being a teacher of many years' experience now, far too many, and having been a teacher mostly in the upper primary school, LOTE was often the difficult subject in that children weren't very engaged. You got a lot of complaints from the LOTE teacher about how your children behaved in the lesson, and it became more about the management than the learning. Whereas here our children are really excited about learning Italian, and they're excited to be able to have short conversation in Italian. And they're excited to show it off and teach it to other people. And the biggest thing, I think, is one, asking when are we going to do Italian next? But even when we were planning our last inquiries and we were negotiating with the children the things that they would be interested in learning more about, so many of them said we'd like to do more Italian. So I've never heard that before.